Jonwayne, very good, isn't it? Cassette, freebie, did it well, Stone's Throw. He's been touring with Mount Kimby, did the cassette, freebie, then he did the first album, album number 1, whatever. It's very tight, it's very strong. I think it's definitely one of the potential hip-hop records of the year. Fortet did it himself, no promotion. I thought he was still on a record label. I thought he was still signed to Domino. No, we don't need a label. He's on text, he does it himself. Everything, no artwork. We'd never know it was a Fortet record. There's no lettering, it's just like the White Album. It's like literally what all artists want. James Blake, he won the Mercury Prize. Is he going to win Album of the Year at the Worldwide Awards this year? I love Swindle. He's so great, and he comes from that little part of British music culture, sound system culture, that always delivers a little something. You know, I've been listening to a lot of Rinse FM recently. I think DJ Zinc is one of those people who's been part of that sort of area, which is kind of like grimy London, black London, and there's always been music coming through that area, and I think that Deep Medi, Mala, and that whole collective, Silky, all that crew, Koko, have been doing some amazing music for years. And Swindle, my God, out of nowhere, he did a jazz record for me, a little jazz dubstep record, but without all the sort of jazzmatazzness about it. So I think it's a great record, and he's performing live. He's a good man as well, and he looks younger than he is. Myron E, a little late one, and what I love about this record is that it's kind of got released in Finland, first of all. Finland. Yeah, Soul Investigators, Nicole Willis's backing band. Nicole Willis, who played at the Worldwide Awards a few years ago, who's married to Jimmy Tenno, who's going to be here with us as well. Anyway, they got a great little scene in Finland, in Helsinki. Lovely there. Lovely, by the way. Good club culture. And, yeah, really brilliant musicians, including the Soul Investigators. Myron E went to Finland somehow, and they started recording with them, made a brilliant retro type of record in a Dap Kings, Dap Tones sort of a way. You know, think Lee Fields, think all that stuff, and delivered, brilliant. And now Stone's Throw releasing it in America, so bringing back Coles back to somewhere. Earl Sweatshirt, you know what? When I listened to Hive for the first time, that was my track of the year. Bare, minimal hip hop music, absolutely fantastic, love it. King Krule is the perfect British link between grime, hip-hop, Ian Dury, the Lounge Lizards, performer, really impressive guy. I was like blown away when he came here and we did an interview, really incredible. I really think he's going to be around for years and years, and the more you listen to this record, the more it kind of just got weight to it. So yeah, I think that's a very strong contender this year. Well, you know, Robert Glasper has been on our radar since before he even started making records, when he was performing with people like Carmen Lundy as just a jazz pianist, and his rise to fame has been amazing, hasn't it? And I think that there have been some critics about black radio, or sort of cynics about it, because of the fact that it's kind of like watering down the jazz thing. But he doesn't need to worry about that, because he can do the jazz thing till the cows come home. He's just gone off and done a fusion project, soul, jazz. This is like a... Don't, Robert. Machinedrum, last year he won the John Peel Playmore Jazz Award, following in esteemed company such as Fortet, and Code 9 won that as well, and Paul Murphy, lots of people. And yeah, his debut for Ninja Tune, I think it's been a good year for Ninja. They kidnapped our main A&R man here at Brownswood, but it's all good, we love you. And we love Ninja, and I think Machinedrum's album is, you know, it's a really solid record by a very important artist. You gotta love the fact that Thundercat is just bringing the jazz fusion to the youth masses. Thank you. Laura Mvula, yeah, I still think that's a great record. I was surprised actually it wasn't in more end of year charts, because it's a really, really great record, and I think it came to a whisker of taking James Blake at the Mercury's, but great artist. I mean, you know, I'm really interested in seeing what she's going to come up with next, but that was a great record. Last year she came to the Worldwide Awards thinking she'd won something. Shame. Well, you know, look, there's a lot of hate going on. You know, I think they're great. I love Disclosure. Sorry.
Valerie June, Pushing Against the Stone.
Great record. I think she was just one of those in between the Stones type of artists, and I loved her. She came on and did a session for me in the Harbour at 6. I went to see her at Dingwall's, brilliant show. I thought it was an American band. It was a British band. Her pickup band, like, she's tight. Very, very, very good record. Kind of where country meets soul, and a nice little sort of little subliminal funk going on. Really good. Oh, mate, that's the one for me. Matthew E. White. Yeah. I mean, that's where kind of I really get on well with Steve Lamacq and people at Six Music. You know, we don't really generally enter the same areas of music, but with that Matthew E. White record, I don't know if Steve Lamacq is into it, but I know a lot of people at sort of Six would be like Stuart McConey, those sort of people. For me, it's kind of Tropicalia, it's blues, it's Sufjan Stevens, but for a little bit more kind of, yeah, if you like Stereolab and all that kind of good stuff, really good.
Stepkids, Troubadour?
I think they're great. Brilliant live band. I did a show with them in Tokyo this year, Worldwide Showcase, which was amazing. And I know it wasn't amazing, it was just a good show. You know, let's not overhype it. But they were really good.
James Holden, The Inheritors.
Deep one. You know, there's been quite a lot of those sort of electronic, minimal kind of, you know, records, techno, sort of intelligent techno. John Wizards, yeah, good. Younger than I thought they'd be. And I was expecting them to be, you know, Jun Miyake is a Japanese trumpeter who lives in Paris and just makes killer, ambitious music. Love that. Love Hejira. Well done, Matthew Herbert, for signing them to Accidental. And Rahel on the vocals.
Dawn of Midi, Dysomnia.
Brilliant, right? Out of Brooklyn. Three-piece, lot of three-piece jazz sort of impro groups out there, but they're the ones that took me away, took me on a journey.
And the internet, Feel Good.
Great, I'm so pleased they're playing at the Worldwide Awards, and a really tight album, and a lot of good hip hop MCs on there as well, including Matt Miller, who I like a lot.
Lonnie Holley, keeping a record of it.
That's the record for me. Brilliant, Alabama Blues, baby. Go to Facebook and vote for your top albums of the year. See you at the Worldwide Awards, January the 18th.